Today, we delve into the interrogation video of Caleb Heyward. The quiet streets of Orlando, Florida, were shattered on December 12, 2016, by the sound of gunfire. A man was robbed at gunpoint in broad daylight, sending shockwaves through the community. This incident, however, would soon unravel into a complex web of crime and expose the troubled life of a young man named Caleb Heyward. A man arrested on a Tuesday for attempted murder and robbery in connection with the December 12th incident is also linked to a separate attempted home invasion and armed robbery.
Your left arm on the wall.
All right, man. Take a seat. Here we go. So listen, my name is Detective Crudo. I'm with the Orlando Police Department. This is a buddy of mine.
Detective Javier.
Hey, first name's Adam. What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb, what's your last name?
Heyward.
You gotta speak up, cool.
Heyward.
Heyward. Is it Heyward?
Yeah, Heyward.
And what's your date of birth? Hey, look at me. Speak up. What's your date of birth?
Caleb Heyward is accused of robbing a man at gunpoint on Monday around 10 p.m. at the 7-Eleven located at 5570 N Orange Blossom Trail. According to the victim, the two exchanged words before Heyward pulled a gun, pointed it at the victim's face, and demanded everything from his pockets, including his wallet and phone. The victim was shot in the hip, and Heyward fled towards Cinder Lane Parkway.
It might make you feel better. There you go.
Caleb, look at me.
Yeah.
I need you to be awake for this, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is important while we're here.
Alright,
So wake up.
I'm listening.
Are you sure you're not high or anything like that? Okay. Do me a favor, raise up your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Investigators noticed similarities between Heyward and a suspect involved in a December 6th robbery and attempted murder on Cinder Lane Parkway. Both incidents involved the use of a revolver, and further evidence linked Heyward to an armed robbery on December 3rd. Heyward was arrested on charges of attempted murder and robbery.
We're in CID interview number 6. All right? Caleb, wake up, man. Stay with me here. Do you have any idea why you're here?
No.
No. Okay. Are you interested to know why you're here? Are you sure? So you gotta try to stay awake and talk to me.
Okay, so what's going on?
Huh?
What's going on?
Well, that's what I'm trying to talk to you about. But if you keep falling asleep and nodding off, we're not gonna have this conversation.
Bro.
Okay. Look at me. I'm gonna read you your rights. You ever had your rights read to you? Okay. You have the right to remain.
The brazen robbery sent law enforcement on a frantic search for the culprit. Investigators meticulously pieced together the events of that fateful day, collecting witness testimonies and analyzing surveillance footage. Their investigation soon led them to 19-year-old Caleb Heyward, a young man whose name would soon be forever linked to this crime.
Caleb, do you understand? Caleb.
Caleb, you want to talk or not?
I do.
Okay, so stay awake.
Okay,
Answer the man's
so
question so we move along.
I'm reading you your rights.
Listen to the man so we understand.
Come on,
Stop falling asleep.
Alright, come on.
We got time to play that game.
Bro, I need to go home. Bro.
All right, well, listen to what we got to tell you. Then we'll move
We're
along.
gonna start over. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Got to say yes or no. You got to speak up so we know you understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anything you say may...
On December 13, 2016, Caleb Heyward was brought in for questioning. The interrogation room, a sterile and intimidating environment, would become the stage for a dramatic unraveling. As detectives presented the evidence against him, Heyward's composure began to crumble.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
Sir.
No. Okay, you're shaking your head no. Okay, you haven't been threatened.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no idea why we're here at all. So tell me about how did you end up here today? Because you didn't drive down here, you were in handcuffs, right?
Because my mom did drop me off, my aunt still with her.
But how did you come across to come into contact with some officers? Like, tell me about what happened.
Oh, cuz I thought they called on the two that they went down already and got. I thought they called.
You thought that they called?
Yeah, I just still like, man, I ain't got nothing on shit. I'm just explaining to them what happened with my little sister.
Okay. What's your history like? You ever been in trouble before? What kind of trouble you been in?
Burglaries.
What is it?
Burglaries.
Burglaries? Okay. Did you ever go to prison, or what are we talking?
Yeah, I did go to prison. Not for that one, prison for robbery with firearm.
What did you say? You gotta
I
speak
was in
clear.
prison for robbery with firearm.
You were a principal in
I went to prison for robbery with firearm.
robbery with a firearm. Tell me about that case. What was the story there?
They dropped it because it wasn't me.
But you went to prison, so they didn't drop it if you went to
I
prison.
ain't go to prison for that.
So what'd you go to prison for?
I was in prison basically just to get off probation type shit.
But you're on probation for it?
I'm not on probation.
Okay. When did you get out of prison?
October.
October? So it's been like, if I remember, about 2 months?
Yeah, man.
Okay. What part of town have you been staying at?
Me?
Yeah. You
Right.
gotta speak clearly.
Rosemont, bro. I just got kicked out, bro.
You want some more water?
I never even had no water.
No, I'm asking if you want. That's your.
Yeah.
I'm
Sure,
good.
water.
I'm good.
Okay. Listen, man, we're gonna cut to the chase because I don't know if you're tired or what's going on with you. You seem like you're almost like you don't want to be here talking to me. But where were you last night around 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. I was at my uncle's house.
Your uncle's house?
Yeah.
Okay, and where's your uncle's house?
Uncle. He's still all over there by the Britneys. Once across from the Britneys.
Across from the Britneys?
Not across from the bridge, but across from those areas.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you go when you left?
I stayed there all night, bro.
All right, well, that's not. We have some information to the contrary to that.
What, sir?
I'm going to show you some other. I'm going to show you some pictures. Yeah, don't fall asleep now.
No, bro.
No, it's a challenge.
I know, sir. I'm just trying to do right, bro. I'm trying to do right. Yeah.
You recognize this? It's a Facebook page. Snap Life True. I was told it's your page.
I know my page.
Alright, well, your name and your phone is connected to that page. Your name's actually right there, Caleb. Right in the URL. And your phone number comes back to that page as well.
That's what's signed in on my phone.
What's that?
That's what's signed in on my phone. That's on my page. On my cousin page.
Well, it's connected to you, so I don't know what to tell you there, buddy.
I don't know what to tell you. I know
Okay.
Everybody around me, they stay be using.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. So last night, there was a guy on Rosewood Way walking from the 7-Eleven, walking along Rosewood, but kind of near the bus stops there. There's 4 bus stops. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right, he was over in the grass, and he said that you guys spoke for a little bit. You remember meeting him? I can show you a picture of him. That'll help you. Remember seeing that guy last night? Because he remembers
I'm
you.
a dog. Let's see what I know, dude.
What do you know about him?
I'm a dog. I know him from like about shelter type shit.
What's his name?
I forgot.
You said he's your dog?
Yes,
Right.
I know.
Okay, look, I know what that means.
He was my homeboy, but I know him for a long time.
How long is a long time?
2-3 years.
So when you say you've known him for a long time, would you say that, like, you guys have hung out before?
I know him, like, you know how you leave school, you come and go, what's up, whatever, to the park.
Right.
You know,
And so obviously you guys have talked. Friendly conversations? You ever have any beef with him or anything? Okay. And you said it's been a couple years you know him?
I asked him to see him probably like 2 weeks ago.
The last time you saw him was 2 weeks ago? Okay, but the first time you met him was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. All in that area, that part of town?
Yeah, right now.
So
yeah.
do you remember seeing him last night?
No. I seen her all the night. It was too much.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Last night, he went to the hospital, and he claims, he swears, as a matter of fact, that you robbed him at gunpoint. Yeah. With that gun right there.
What you doing now?
And a matter of fact, he was actually shot in the hip. He's okay. He's gonna be fine. But this is why we're here. So here's the thing. You're shaking your head, and what you need to think about is, you just told me that you've known that guy for a couple of years. You know him from around the neighborhood, that kind of thing. Which actually, that helps his case, because it actually means that he would have no problem picking you out. Because I showed him a photo lineup, like 6 pictures, and he picked you out immediately. As soon as he saw you, he was like, boom, that's the guy right there. Shot him in the hip, took his wallet, took his phone. So what I'm trying to find out from you is, I don't have a doubt that you're the one who did it. I know you did. What I want to know is, he told me, and this is G shit, this is truth. He said he'd never met you before. He said he kind of recognized you from the neighborhood, but not like he knew you. So here's what I want to know. Was it an argument that started? Did he pull a gun on you and you defended yourself and you shot him, and that's what this is about? Like, but I need to get your side of the story, because right now all I got is his saying, "Hey man, Caleb shot me in the hip, took my wallet, took my iPhone, not his iPhone, it was an LG phone, and took off with it."
Bruh. With LG phone, bro, I don't know nothing about none of that, bro. That's for it. I don't know nothing about that.
Is there any way you could work on helping me get his phone back or the wallet?
I know. I don't lie. What kind of phone is it?
It's an LG. You didn't know the brand, but an LG.
Everybody got a type of LG. I ain't gonna lie. I could, bro.
What are you gonna say?
Bro, I know people really feel me.
You know people? Well, I don't know what that means.
Like, I know people around that area that be doing stuff like that, you feel me?
Okay, but look.
So,
He said it was you, not other people.
Yeah.
So why? I mean, let me answer this question. Why did he pick you out?
you know what happened? That's the same reason I went on the road the first time. I got picked up by the line. I got picked up the lineup. It wasn't me that dropped the charge.
Okay, but in this case, this isn't the only case where we're here. But you just told me, you just said on the record.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, let me finish. You just said on the record that you known that guy for several years, seen him a bunch of times. If that's what you're telling me, the idea that he mistakenly picked you out, that doesn't add up, because it's not 2 random people that never seen each other. You've seen him a bunch of times. I've been working with my friend Joel here for years, 12 years now. If Joel robbed me, I'd know who it was right away. There's no doubt in my mind, because we know each other. So just like you and this guy, his name is Terrell. You and Terrell know of each other for several years. This is your words. You said it. I didn't say it. Don't sit here and try to tell me you don't know nothing about nothing. This is your one opportunity you're going to have to tell me your side of the case. What I think happened, maybe there was some sort of argument, a disagreement. Maybe he also had a firearm, pulled it out. You're in fear for your life, and you're like, holy crap, this guy's going to kill me. You do, you look away, you shoot him because you hit him in the hip. He actually wasn't even admitted to the hospital. He went, he got treated, and they released him that same night. So if that's what happened, we need to get your side of the story out. But if we don't have that from you, if you sit there and want to tell me you don't know nothing about nothing, jury's going to hear what you said. Yeah, I known that guy for several years, so on, whatever. they're going to go, okay, he's saying he knows the guy, well, then it's not an unknown person. It's not a random person he's ever seen. So this is your chance to try to get your side of the story out.
I don't know nothing about none of that.
You still want to stick to that?
Yeah. I don't really know what the fool talking about, bro. I got family situations coming up.
Well, I mean, how can you explain, like, think about it this way. So picture, like, when we're done here, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever paperwork we've done, I have several files here. Detective Javier's got his paperwork as well. We send it all down to the courthouse. It gets down there. Several months go by, however long it is. You're meanwhile sitting in jail waiting, right?
Mm.
Eventually, as it makes its way, these files make their way around. A lot of people are going to read them, right? Like this attorney's going to read them and judges and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, like when enough people look at it, what do you think the average person is going to say when they read everything and they go, okay, Mr. Heyward admits that he's known this guy for a couple of years, seen him around the neighborhood plenty of times, they've talked and hung out and whatnot. And then this guy, his name is Radford, Mr. Radford. Right, Mr. Radford says, yeah, I was walking and this guy freaking Caleb pulls a gun on me, takes my stuff, shoots me and runs away. You think that they're going to believe you if you just go, that wasn't me?
Well, this department's over, they say around the time.
I'm sorry, you got to speak clear.
They said, bro, the whole time police was over in the next section, bro, part.
What are you talking about? Police were there
When that
yesterday?
went down, yeah.
So where were you?
I was ducked off.
Where were you?
Ducked off. The apartment's across from Missouri.
How would you know if there were police out there?
Because somebody already said it, bro. They said don't go out there, bro. Too much police out there.
Still not adding
I
up,
don't,
man.
I ain't gonna lie, sir. I don't know to tell you, sir.
You gonna tell me what happened?
I don't know nothing, sir.
Alright. What about, let me ask you, let's show you another picture of somebody. This guy says that you know him. He runs a little recording studio out of his apartment there, right in that area.
Yeah.
This guy here, you ever seen him before? Alright, because he says he's known you for a long time as well. Last week on the 6th, which I think was Monday night, Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning, he said that it was you and 3 other guys with different street names. He said your street name is Glow.
Yeah.
And another guy named Hot, or Boss. Is it Boss? Went to his apartment, basically held 2 people at gunpoint, shot them, took all their recording equipment. But it's the same thing. Here's the thing. He told me, both those, there's 2 victims in that case from last week. They both said that they've also seen you around and like acquaintances. Didn't know your first name, but they know you and they.
It's just how I see it, brother, the people I have around.
Okay, but
brother.
here's the thing. You're Caleb Heyward, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, the phone number, they actually had your phone number in their phones, right?
Yeah.
I searched your phone number. The service provider is Metro PCS, and according to Metro PCS, it belongs to you, currently. Caleb Heyward, your date of birth and everything. So when they give me the phone number because they remember your number, actually one of the victims, you once borrowed his phone to call your phone because you lost your phone. I don't know if you remember that a couple weeks ago. This guy's name is Nicholas King, little guy, little small guy.
Who?
This victim's name, his name is Nicholas King. So he said that one time you guys were hanging out in that guy Leroy's apartment. You had asked him, hey, can I borrow your phone? I don't know where my phone is. And you called your phone from his, trying to find yours. So he actually, and he was right because I looked at his phone and sure enough, he had your number in there. So I got this guy, Leroy, giving me your phone number. The other guy didn't know your phone number, but it was in his phone. Same number. I checked with Metro PCS. Metro PCS goes, yep, it belongs to this guy, Caleb Heyward. right? And then I show them pictures of you, and they both identify you. Just like the guy last night also identified you. For you to sit here and try to tell me that you don't know nothing about nothing, man, go ahead and roll with that. You can go to prison for a long time. But I'm trying to give you an opportunity here that if there's more to these stories, if it was a drug deal gone bad, or like I said yesterday, I think maybe it was more of a self-defense thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because the guy that was shot last night was no angel, right? He'd done some dirt in the past and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to look at is if it was self-defense and maybe he tried to roll you, did something that spooked you, and then you shot him in self-defense. And if that's the case, hey man, let's go forward from there. But we got to be mad. You know, we got to be real about it. We can't just sit here and play this I don't know nothing game. Because so far you got people that you even admit, at least with that guy, you've known him for a couple of years. I mean, it doesn't make any sense how would he, if he's known you for a couple of years, well, how would he like mistakenly pick you out?
I'm saying though, like, you're talking about cooperating, none of that will get me out of here today to see my.
No, I'm going to tell you what it could help though.
What?
Right now, I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to show you this. So the case with this guy, the guy you know for a couple of years, right? Yeah, pay attention. Don't go back to sleep.
Nah, brother.
Okay, you see this right here?
Look
Look at this. Whose information's that?
And
Is your mom's address, right? In Apopka? That's your social.
yeah.
I'm on here to read this right here. Read the charges. What does that say? Right there. Right, robbery of fire. Yeah, these are warrants. I wrote these warrants last night. Actually, early this morning. Okay? I'm going to show you something else. This is for the bond. This is the judge's signature. This is the bond. 0. Robbery 0 means there's no bond. Right? What I'm trying to make you understand is if you want to tell me that it's self-defense and tell me your side of the story, right? I can amend this before you even get to the jail. Depending on what you tell me, maybe I can make it go away and then charge him for attacking you. But based on what you're saying right now, I can't help you. Now here's the only other thing we could talk about too. Look at me. Here's the deal. At this stage of the game, right? If it's self-defense, that needs to come out now. Because this is your opportunity, and you got 2 detectives. We're here for you to talk to you. That's why we're here. Right? The warrant's already signed. I don't need to talk to you. I want to. Let me finish. There's 2 other things you could do. There's the 2 R's. Recovery and remorse. Do you know what that means? What's recovery mean?
Recovery, like, redeem.
Break it down. So recovery is like this guy from last night. He says that his wallet and his phone were taken, right? Trying to get his property back. I mentioned that earlier. Remorse is maybe showing that you feel bad about what happened. Doesn't mean you admit guilt. You're not saying, oh, I did it or whatever. You're just saying, hey, look, I feel bad that the whole thing went down the way it did. Like, he attacked me. I shot him in self-defense. I feel bad about the whole thing being because I thought we were cool. I thought I'd known this guy for a couple of years. Turns out maybe we're not friends like I thought we were. That's remorse. I can't promise you this, but what I can tell you is I've been doing this 12 years. How long have you been doing this?
19.
19 years. So in our experience together, you got, 20, 32, 30, 31 years experience total sitting here, right? In 31 years experience, we have seen cases like this, especially when it's people that know each other. There's some sort of like acquaintanceship or even almost like a friendship there, like guys know each other. It could go a long way if we help get that guy's stuff back. And sometimes they even go, you know what? I got my stuff back. I'm good. I don't want to press charges anymore. And then the whole thing goes away even better. And then it's on you if you want to press charges on him if he attacked you. And that's another conversation. They'll go, okay, well, Caleb, hey, you're the victim. You want to press charges on him. You have to work with me to try to accomplish that. That's why I asked earlier, do you have any idea where his phone is?
No, really.
Did you give it to somebody? Did you throw it away? Like, where is it?
The world listens. It was self-defense, bro. But that shit gonna give me some time, bro.
But when it was self-defense,
nigga was on that shit, bro.
You saying he was on that shit meeting while he was high?
That Flocka, bro.
Oh, he was on Flocka?
He was on that Flocka.
Okay. This is just, hold on 1 second, just to be sure, this is the guy you're talking about.
Yes.
And so for the record, this guy, his name is Terrell Radford. So you're saying you saw Radford last night?
Yes, bro.
And you said he was on Flocka?
Yeah, bro, on that shit, he was on that Flocka.
So what did you guys talk about?
Shit, it wasn't really nothing. We was just chopping nothing the whole time. We go off in the cut. And then Brad trying to...
Did he pull a gun on you?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me that at that point he pulls a gun at you, you're in fear for your life, so you shoot him back? Okay. Was it that gun right there?
No.
Was it a different gun? Can you describe it?
I don't know my gun, but I'm being...
Was it silver or black?
Black.
Black? Was it a revolver or a
Revolver.
semi? That's a revolver. Okay. And this Facebook page, did you make this?
No, this is not that's not my
Okay, that's fine. Here, look. Here's what I'm gonna do. Look.
My girl had my page too.
Look. I'm putting extra.
My girl here, she had my page.
Is this you right here?
Facebook. Yeah, that's me.
This is you right here?
Yes, sir.
Can you initial that right there? Go ahead, put your initials there. Right there and in there. Okay. Who's Snap Life True?
That's just some shit they made up.
Okay. Because this right here, Caleb, that's you.
Yeah, Sean with Marvin Caleb Heyward.
Right. But the phone number.
I see what you're saying.
What's your phone number?
47-284-2718. I just lost that.
So 407-284-2718 is what's connected to that.
I just lost that yesterday, bro.
You lost it yesterday?
Yeah, I was up there when that shit happened, bro. I just shooting, bro.
So go back to last night. You see this guy. He's high on Flocka, right? You guys are just talking, whatever you thinking. What, you've known this guy for a while. You're good with him, right?
You want to get some more for?
He was asking you for Flocka. Why? Do you sell it or something? Or?
No.
Okay. He's asking you where he can get it. Okay.
So I want to get it, so I guess he's like, shit, bro, like, you got money, yeah.
So then he draws a pistol on you.
Yes.
You turn, you shoot at him.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever happened to his phone and his wallet? Because that was definitely gone.
I don't know about it, bro. I know it's that. I don't know if he landed so anybody could ran up to him.
Right.
Okay. Shit.
Do you remember where you shot him? Did you see where he shot him?
I'm sure.
Did you see what happened to him if he fell or? But you definitely shot him in self-defense.
Yeah. What? I saw him. I ran self-defense.
What hand did you use?
I used his hand.
The right hand. So were you like looking over your shoulder as he turned away, or were you facing him like that? Like if he's the guy, Terrell, right? He's on Flocka. He's high as a kite. I'm afraid. Am I doing this like this, or am I doing this as I'm running? That one? Running.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're shooting him with right hand. How many rounds you fire?
I never gun. I ain't never, you feel me? I never shot a gun that like my first time.
Okay.
I was trying to tip my life.
All right, man. Well, look.
I ain't gonna lie, big bro. Like, but it's just, I'm kind of prison, bro. And I ain't trying to go back, but I got jail on the way, bro. I ain't trying to get out no socks.
So when this happened, where'd you run to?
I went straight home to my auntie house in Reserve.
What's the address there? Do you know?
Yeah.
What's that address?
It's 178.
What is
the
it?
Apartment number 178.
178. What's the address of?
I don't know the address to the Reserve.
Okay. Apartment 178. You know the building number?
What's your auntie's name?
Okay. What'd you do with your gun?
Well, gave it back to who it belonged to.
Give it to who?
I gave it back to who it belonged to. He got license.
Who's it belong to?
I can't tell you that, sir.
Okay. But
he got a gun license on him. Tell you he got a gun license.
Okay. All right. So you get back to him. You went back to your auntie's house. And what happened when you called the police?
I didn't call the police, bro.
Wait a minute.
I was.
Wait, he scared you, right? You were defending yourself. Why did you call?
I was scared, bro.
But how come? But if you're afraid and you're home, why not just call us and we come out and investigate, take him to jail? You're good.
Bro,
you're a free man.
I was scared, bro. You really think I'm going? You see, I look at my record, bro. You really think he's out of prison? Oh yeah, nah. Come on, man.
All right.
Feel me?
All right, man. Look, I appreciate your honesty on that one. I'm gonna look into talking to that guy again and see what he has to say.
Case right
That's that case, but I told you there's the other one here. This guy right here. You sure you never seen him?
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, he also goes by a different name. I'll tell you his name that he goes by. He goes by the name of Quinn. You know anybody named Quinn? Who owns a recording studio out of his apartment. He's got a little apartment right there, and the apartment's there next to what you're talking about. You know anything about what I'm talking about?
No, sir.
How come Quinn would say he knows you?
No, sir. I ain't gonna lie. It's a dude, like, no jokes. I might think I'm being funny, but it just be dude around it that they be like, look, just like me, bro. But hey, it is what it is, bro. I know it, bro. Bro, I got a deal on the way, bro. I'm not. We are none of this, bro.
Well, it's the apartment complex is Brookside Apartments right off of Cinder Lane right there. It's all in the same area where you're talking about. You sure you never seen him before? Okay. Well, back on that Tuesday, let me look at the calendar. I'll tell you exactly when it was. So late Monday night, which was the 5th, until like early Tuesday morning, but like late Monday night, right around midnight, 11:30. You remember being in that apartment complex there, off of Cinder Lane? Because he, again, for whatever it's worth, he said he had met you a couple months ago. His roommate, the little guy, Nicholas King, said he had met you since he moved in with Quinn. He moved in with Quinn off of Craigslist ad. He answered, Quinn had an ad. So on October 29th, he moved in there. So Quinn and this little guy, Nicholas, have been living there as roommates. Quinn uses his apartment as like a little recording studio. He had a bunch of like recording equipment and all that kind of stuff. And he said that, so they both said they'd known you for some time. Quinn had known you for a couple months. Nicholas had known you since he moved in, saw you several times. Look, Nicholas showed me his phone. He gave me consent, actually, to look at his phone. We have his phone in evidence. And I was able to go into his phone, exactly your number. And even Quinn remembered your number, and he said that your number, look, I'll show you my notes. He said, oh, his number's 407-284, something.
Bro, check recorded on my phone, called my shit yesterday. My brother has my phone more than I do.
Listen,
and he knows him.
But this happened back in the 5th or 6th. Like late in the 5th, early in the 6th. It was a week ago when this happened. So it was before you lost your phone. You said you just lost your phone.
Yeah.
Right, this is a week ago.
Okay,
this is last night.
I'm telling you, bro, I do not be having my phone, bro.
Who is your brother?
Poor brother. I'm not always using my phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just said you got it. Okay, well then here's the thing. Because here's what you're looking at. With this case here, it's a home invasion, and it's also attempted murder. But 2 charges on that one because you have him. He told me you shot him in the arm. The other guy said you shot him in the chest, but it was on an angle. So I went in here, came out by the armpit. He's alive. Right? But shooting him right in the middle of the chest, definitely attempted murder, because anybody going to say, yeah, you shoot a guy in the chest, you're trying to kill him. The problem is this. They both say they've known you for some time, provided your phone number, which led me to this, the Facebook account, which you even said in initial, Dad, that's you. And they both said they've known you for a while, and both of them look at the picture and go, yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy that came in here. So my question on that one is, like the first one we just talked about, you said it was self-defense. In this case here, when you were hanging out in that apartment, I know you guys are laying down some raps or whatever you're doing, did something go bad? Was there a conversation that went sideways?
I don't know this man, bro. I don't know this man, sir. That's all I'm going to see. Niggas just trying to send me back on the road, bro. I don't know this man, bro. What y'all do, what y'all got to do, bro.
But how do you explain?
I'll see my jet one day, bro.
Listen, how do you explain that they know you they're able to provide your phone numbers. They have your phone number in their phones.
Not get on that sick, bro. My brother, they always be messing with my phone.
All right.
I don't want my look, bro. I don't want my brother got nothing to do. This don't got nothing to do with him. It really don't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with him. It's got something to do with you.
What? Bro, listen, bro. So what's going on right now, detective?
Hold on. Detective Javier has something to talk to you about.
Yeah, Caleb, I'm following up on something that happened back on the December the 3rd over at the Village Springs apartment, right down the street there, Cinder Lane. Apparently you met a gentleman at a bus stop back on November 23rd, and you and him struck up somewhat of a, casual conversation, relationship, and you set up to meet on the 3rd with his two roommates. They also had your phone number on their phone. The one that I even called it, and I know you answered the phone. Remember that? 2 days ago, I talked to your grandmother and your mom.
How you?
Yeah, that was.
Just talk to me.
Yeah, that was you. You said your name was Steve. So, and the guy that said that you told this guy, last name is Sean. So you referred yourself as Steve as well. That's him. Remember him? Well, he remembers you. So him and his roommate said you met up and went to his apartment. You were late, and Sean said that he just went to sleep. And when his roommates came back from work, you were waiting outside, and you let him inside the apartment. And that's when everything happened.
Well, all this proof at?
What's that?
Where all the proof at, bro?
What, that they said it was you and your phone number? Yeah.
The phone number? Alright.
I'm just asking you what happened. Was there something more to the story that happened between you and Sean and the roommates, or something that he...
Listen, sir. My older brother is homosexual. He got a whole bunch of friends. They boost. They sell clothes. So I might know one of them.
So who's your brother? Hold on. Is it Jamal?
Yes.
Who's you know a guy named Mustafa? Is that an uncle or?
Yes, why?
Who is he?
That's my uncle.
Okay.
Jamal, can you spell his, is it Heyward?
No.
And what's his date of birth?
Mm.
How old is he? Is he older than you or younger?
He older than me.
So how old are you?
I'm 19, 20 next week.
So he's like 20, 21, 22?
Something like that.
Okay. Does he live at the house with your mom and your grandma?
We used to stay somewhere. They were supposed to come give me the day.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know his phone number?
No, by heart.
You don't know it by heart?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know his Facebook name or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know about how tall he is? Because you're pretty tall.
No, sir.
Is he taller than you or shorter than you?
I'm taller.
Taller than you?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, what is he, like 6'5"?
Mm.
Look at mean stuff. All right.
Okay, what I would ask you is that if the case that I'm working on,
Yes, sir.
you had your number. Did your brother mention anything to you about hooking up with somebody that week prior?
No, sir.
Your brothers, you talk about,
No, sir. I ain't hearing nothing, sir.
So if you research
No, that's true, sir. If you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you, sir. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm not trying to go out of prison, bro. I'm trying to see my jig, bro.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because eventually I'll have to meet up with this guy and his two roommates. For following up, since you got an updated picture of what you look like now. So when I do, him and his roommate they're not gonna point you out. Because they do. Is there something more to the story that was going on, like the other one? You owe you money or something, or what was the deal?
Who?
Him.
No, bro. I don't know him, bro. That was the whole thing. I don't know who the fuck that is. I never seen that dude, bro.
He wears glasses now.
I don't know who that is, bro.
So eventually, if I meet up with him, show him pictures, he's gonna tell me that you weren't the one that met up with him.
Yes.
How about his roommates?
I don't know.
Because roommates were home when apparently
Big bro,
this.
I don't know about him or his roommate. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Okay.
I want to see my kids, but that's all I want to see, bro.
Well, I just need to know. Because I mean, if this, you be honest about everything else, be honest about this. There's always more to the story.
But that, for that, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I was dead serious, bro.
So your brother did that one.
No, with that, with the shit I'm telling myself to finish, that's dead serious. With that, I don't know what you're talking about. And the other one, I don't know what is y'all talking about. Y'all got me lost.
The thing is with those other cases
Yes, sir.
is that it's all
Penny.
no, it's all involving people that say they know you.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get at.
Because here, so we're robbery detectives, right? We don't care about fucking drugs. I don't give a shit about fucking prostitution. I don't give a shit about fucking stolen car. I don't give a shit about any of that. I don't care. Especially drugs. Couldn't care less. Legalize all that shit. That's fine. One day they'll legalize weed, and guess what? 3 of us, 10 years, 20 years from now, when we retire, we'll be smoking weed again. How about that? Right? We'll all look back on this like, you know, and have a laugh. I don't care about it. As a robbery detective, let me explain something to you. Say you have 2 people never met, right? One guy number A, guy number B, right? Never met each other. Guy number A is walking home, guy number B comes up and robs him. No gun, no nothing, he just comes up, punches him, takes his wallet and leaves, right? But they never met. The only real defense that guy number B has is called the mistaken identity defense. And by that, his defense is going to be, hey, when the cops caught me, or when the detectives identified me, or whatever it is, it wasn't me. Maybe it was somebody who looks like me, but it wasn't me. And that's the most common defense you see for your plain Jane, simple type robberies, right? Now, here's the issue. When you have people that sort of know of each other, they're kind of acquainted, right? You know what acquaintances are?
Yeah, friend.
Sort of. So usually friends know
Like
each other.
loose friends, you see him occasionally, once in a while. You know.
Acquaintances is like maybe a guy I know because I see him around, or maybe I worked with him for a little bit or whatever. Maybe I know his first name, but I don't know his first name, last name, date of birth, and all this information. But we're acquainted, right? Usually it's when we meet somebody, like, say I'm friends with Joel, straight up friends, and Joel one day introduces me to somebody. I could then say, that guy he introduced me with, we're now acquainted, because it's through him.
Yeah. Like if I introduce you to him, or vice versa, to you.
He introduced me to, like, his brother. I never met his brother, but one day we're at a party, hey, this is my brother. I was like, cool. Okay? These people from, I'm not talking about the self-defense thing, not about the other one. But in the self-defense one too, because you basically admitted that you guys are acquaintances. But these people that have your phone number, they're claiming that they are acquainted with you, right? That's what they tell me, which could be a lie. Could be completely bullshit.
That's it.
Right? Absolutely. I agree with you. It could be completely bullshit. Because for all I know, maybe they got shot. They don't know who did it.
The video footage of the interrogation captures the raw emotion of a young man facing the weight of his actions. Overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation, Heyward experienced a profound emotional breakdown. The footage reveals the psychological impact of facing the consequences of his choices, a stark reminder of the human cost of crime.
So there could be a million different reasons why they might do it. Sure. They're saying that they're acquainted with you, and they're both able to provide your phone number. And then I go on to Metro PCS on their website, and they tell me that the phone in fact belongs to you.
Yeah.
Then I put it in Facebook, and it comes up to your Facebook account with pictures of you on there. So then when I show them, when I figure out who you are, right? Because Metro PCS has Caleb Heyward with your date of birth, right? I see the name Caleb up here, comes back to this picture, looks like your picture on your DL and stuff like that. I know I'm looking at the right guy. I'm looking at the same person, right? It's all Caleb Heyward. I bring in pictures of Caleb Heyward. They go, yeah, dude, how'd you do it? They were like, holy shit, how'd you find out? That's the guy. So well, that's what we do. So my point is this. You got to understand, from your perspective, dude, you're in a sinking ship right now. This is your own, I promise you, this is your only.
This incident, however, was just the tip of the iceberg. Further investigation revealed that Caleb Heyward was implicated in a string of other robberies and potentially more serious offenses. The details of these crimes, the impact on the victims, and the psychological factors that may have contributed to Heyward's actions remain subjects of ongoing scrutiny and debate.
Something else, like there was an argument. Like I'm going to give you my story. I was waiting for you to say it.
Like you got an argument with this guy. I'm just gonna leave it here for now.
I'm gonna give you.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. That's all.
I'm gonna give you the scenario. I'm gonna give you the scenario.
Shit's so funny because I don't know who the fuck that
Listen,
is.
I'm gonna give you the scenario.
Oh.
You go over to Quinn's house. You sure you never seen Quinn?
Mm-hmm. Never seen him before.
Okay. You go over to Quinn's house, and say Quinn owes you money, gambling or whatever, and Quinn don't want to pay up. He's basically like, "Oh fuck you," because Quinn's a little bit older, so I could see him being like, "You know what, man, fuck that. Caleb's like a little kid. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He's 19. He ain't growing.
Young cat, you don't know better.
Yeah,
Tell him to go whatever.
Because he thinks he's fucking.
He's no
tough
G.
guy,
Think
right?
he's no G.
Right.
Whatever.
He thinks he is. Right? He's a piece of work. That guy. Right. I could definitely see you say, you know what, dude, fuck this guy. I'm gonna take his equipment because it's worth money. Because the equipment's worth money. Fuck this. We're taking. I don't know what the devices are, like equalizers and recording equipment, whatever. You know, we're gonna take the stuff because you could probably sell it or pawn it or whatever it is. You don't know the freaking serial numbers for all that stuff. You know what I mean? So he can't go to a pawn shop and prove that's his. And if that's what it's about, and then he gets mad and tries to say you robbed him, all right, now he came to us and said that. Now I come to you and say it, and you go, I don't know nothing about nothing. Well, if you know nothing about nothing, and he's saying what he's saying, his story stands. But he definitely knows who you are. You guys are definitely acquainted because they both had your phone number. And they both look at your picture and go, yeah, that's the guy.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. A lot of people use my phone. I'm gonna keep that honest, bro.
Now here's
I'm
the thing.
not no killer, bro.
No. Listen, so I'm gonna tell you something.
They didn't say you were.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something else.
So
They told me that night, they said you came in there with another guy that they only know his street name of maybe let me look at it. I think it was Boss. Boss?
We supposed to.
You know Boss? You know street?
What's fucking Boss supposed to be?
Oh, I'm trying to tell you. Give me a second, man. I gotta try to find. Hold on. Yeah, Boss. So they tell their story to the police that night was this: we're sitting here. Caleb comes over with this other guy. They know him as Boss, but you're the guy that they know the most from seeing you around and the phone numbers and all that. You're the only phone number they have. They said when Boss came in, Boss had not you. Boss had a shotgun, and Boss had a revolver. Right? Little argument goes around, like people get basically kind of little argument ensues, right? Boss is holding them at gunpoint, pistol whipping them and hitting them with a shotgun and doing whatever to the two of them. Not you, Boss did it. Two other guys that came in that they don't know because they had their shirts pulled up were taking all their equipment out. And then Boss shoots them. In that case, if that's what happened, you ain't on the hook for attempted murder. You want to talk about taking property or whatever, we can talk about it. That's a property crime. I ain't worried about no property. We're robbery detectives.
Yes, sir.
Attempted murder is some serious shit.
Yes, sir.
So what I want to know is, do you know what the hell I'm talking about? Because you tell me, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like I feel like I'm doing this. I'm just talking to the wall, and
But what if I'm being dead serious though?
But what you're saying, for you to tell me that you're being dead serious doesn't add up because they are telling me, and they were able to provide evidence, the phone numbers, your phone number, in their phone. One guy knew it. The guy, this guy, Leroy. One. Leroy knew your phone number.
I got you.
Right? The other guy goes, I've only been living here since the end of October with Leroy as his roommate. But one time, I let Caleb borrow my phone. He didn't know your name, but he's like, I let that guy borrow my phone. He called his phone from mine to try to look for it. We had his phone and we had that guy's phone in evidence. He gave me permission. He signed a consent to search form. I have it in here. I can show it to you. I went over to the property and evidence section over there. plugged in his phone to the charger, got it some juice, turned it on. He gave me the passcode. Boop, 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 boop. I go to the call log, and there's the same number that Leeward provided to you. So everything made sense. It was like bam, bam, bam. Punching into Facebook, come up with the first name, Caleb. These pictures, you already said that was you. I go to Metro PCS, because that's the cell phone provider. You know, let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. For cops, how much time do you think it takes me, if I have just a phone number, 407-123-4569, how long do you think it takes me to figure out who the provider, the service provider is? Like, is it Metro? Is it Verizon? How long do you think that takes me? About 30 seconds. It's that fast. We have a service for law enforcement only. It's actually like a hotline. I call it up. It's all automated. I call it up. I punch in the 10-digit number. Boop, boop. Hit enter right away. Service provider for that phone is just like that. It's like instant. I got another website online, a website that also provides a similar service. You punch in. You have to sign in with your, law enforcement credentials. They verify that you're a cop, right? You go in there. You punch in the number. It gives you also the same thing, Metro Piece or the service provider, and just the basic subscriber info, full name, and the date of birth. That takes me, as long as it takes me, as fast as I can type. As fast as I can type, I hit enter. And then the speed of light that goes through the internet, however the internet works, the information bounces off some satellites and some servers somewhere, whatever the hell it does, and instantaneously, just like this. You see how fast it goes? Boom. Comes up, boom, Caleb Heyward, date of birth. Caleb right there. I look at hold on. I look at your picture. I can see your picture. Huh? Oh yeah, I have it here. I look at the picture, and there you are, right? I show that to your photo to these guys, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, that's the guy. Holy shit, how'd you get him, Crudo?" And I'm like, "Man, it's the freaking magic of the internet. I don't know what to tell you." But everything they're saying adds up. But I can see if there was more to that story. Somebody else shot him. It wasn't you. Okay. Maybe they owed you money. They weren't paying up on some debt that they had for gambling or whatever it is. Okay. I get it. Taking their property was like taking payment for something they owed you. Maybe they stole from you. I don't know. Maybe they jacked you one time and you're like, fuck that. I know where these guys live. I'm going to get my shit back. But if it's one of these things or all these things or a combination, you got to tell me. I can't, when you sit here and go, I don't know nothing, you're not telling me that okay, I got nothing.
Seriously, bro. I just told you what happened with this first one. I don't got nothing. I don't know nothing about the other one. I'm dead serious.
All right, man. Well, Detective Javier, you got anything else?
So anything else you want to tell me about that one? About your brother? Saying he's, cause I called you and you said your name was Steve. So why would you want to use Steve? You just nervous?
Yeah, bro. Yes, bro.
Okay.
I was a lot of shit going on, bro. I just lost it, bro.
So all you do is talk to me on the phone. I mean,
Bro, I was going to, bro. I lost my phone the same day. So what's going on, man? Just tell me what's going on.
Well, for now, you do have the warrants. You're going to go to jail, and I got to do more follow-up with the guy from last night and these other guys.
I got to show pictures of you phone line up with you with these other guy I showed you a picture of.
Just hey, look at me. Last chance.
Yeah.
We count down from 5 to 0. Then shut off the recorders. We walk out of here.
He said that when you met, you referred yourself as Steve. That's why I thought it was odd. Because I know if I show my pictures, he's probably going to say, oh, no doubt. I mean, you're up close and personal. So.
Hold on, give me 1 minute.
That's what I was asking. Was it more to the story about what was going on with these people?
I've seen this all bro. Some of them don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, start out. You know.
Just do what y'all gonna do. Take me in, bro. I cooperated like I told.
The case of Caleb Heyward serves as a poignant reminder of the far-reaching consequences of criminal behavior. It highlights the importance of addressing the root causes of crime, such as poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity. Thank you for joining us in uncovering this chilling case. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.